Standard Uranium, we are a Canadian junior uranium company. All our projects are focused in the Athabasca Basin of Saskatchewan. We are not only an exploration company, we are also a project generator. So we now have 6 of our 8 projects that are up for project generation. We have 3 deals already completed. The 4th one's about to be deal. And we expect to have over $20 to $30 million in deals heading into 2024, upwards to $40 million in this year. Well, the Davidson River Project we acquired as our go public. It was a flagship we built the company around. The Davidson River Project is in the southwest corner of the Athabasca Basin, sits right beside Fission's RRR, just to the west of NextGen's Arrow project. It's a massive project with huge home run potential. It's got 4 major conductors going through it. We acquired it from Jody DeRouge, from DeRouge Geologic. He's a major shareholder of Standard, and we committed to spending multiple programs on it over multiple years. We've already spent $12 million, probably going to be spending another $3 to $4 million this year. And the Davidson River is our flagship for a reason. It has got the home run potential, looking to make a discovery like NextGen's Arrow, the Arrow 2.0. Sure, so I'll start off with Sundog. That's the first project we did a deal on. It's in the far north near Uranium City. So we did a deal with the private company, which is now being acquired by Arrow Energy. So Arrow has acquired Sundog from us and also Fortune Bay's projects, the Mermac and Strike. We're putting all those projects together in the northwest corner. So for us, we're getting the the Sundog project to be worked by our own team. So all of our JV deals are actually structured so that we bring a JV partner in. They pay us a combination of cash and shares and pay us to operate the project, and we run the entire project for them. So Sundog is going to be the first one we're going to get out of the gate. The deal's done with Arrow Energy now, and you can look forward to that one getting drilled off in the hopefully this quarter. Sure. So Canary project, we just announced it's fully baked in with a company called Mamba Exploration of Australia. That is on the eastern side of the basin where we have 3 projects, Atlantic, Canary, and Ascent. So Canary is the first deal we've done on that one. And once again, that partner comes in. They spend $6 million roughly over the 3 years, where they pay us a combination of cash and shares, and they pay us to be the operator. We're going to be drilling that project this year, probably in May, with an initial $1 million exploration program. And that will allow them to earn up to 75% of that project. So that's Canary. Now, as we move to Ascent, that's the second project we're going to do. Very similar terms, probably going to get done with another Australian company. So Ascent is just to the east of Canary, and it's a very similar deal. The project will be up for a project generator where they can earn up to 75% of that project by paying a combination of cash and shares and pay us to be the operator as well, and they can earn 75%. So for us, we're getting these projects worked by our own team of geologists, a great technical team, and it's going to be an opportunity for a new partner to come in and get exploration experience in the Athabasca Basin. And Atlantic is our third project in that area. We're under negotiations right now with a third company, and we hope to have very similar terms on the Atlantic with Canary and Ascent. So all 3 of those projects could be getting drilled in 2024. I sure can. So for us, we've got 8 projects in the Athabasca Basin. We'd like to see work getting done on all of them. So we'll start off this March with our Sundog project with the first drill program. That's going to run about 5 or 6 weeks. We'll do about a $1.5 million spend there on that project. Following that, we'll move east and we'll start off with the Canary. And if we're fortunate, we'll have the Canary and the Ascent deal fully baked in. Those projects will get drilled together. Then we'll move all the way down to the southeast sort of region where we've got 2 early stage projects, our Corvo and Rocus. We're going to be doing some early stage geological work, probably some geophysics to get those lined up and ready for drilling in 25. And then we plan to shift over to Davidson River for July and August, do a nice exploration and drill program there. And then we'll hopefully get the deal done in Atlantic and come back and do that one in sort of December of 2024. So lots of work to be done across all our projects this year. It's going to be an exceptional year for exploration and drilling for Standard Uranium. Well, I'd say, let me start with the second part. So project economics, not so much, we're not a mining company yet, so the economics aren't there yet, but what it is doing, the whole uranium flavor, which is really taking off right now, is allowing people to get really hyped about the uranium space, and they're coming in. So many other companies are switching out of other resources to come into the uranium space, and that's bringing them to us for project generation deals. So we're seeing an incredible flow of deal flow, companies that want to work with us to work on our projects. Not only do we have good projects, We actually supply the full technical team. We've got the First Nations agreements all in place, all our permits, all the vendors lined up. So a company coming to work with us, all that stuff's taken care of, and we run the project from beginning to end for them. So it's a wonderful opportunity. Now, the uranium space as a whole, look, this has been building for years and years and years. And what we're really starting to see is the world starting to understand that the supply and demand gap is so stretched that there's just not enough supply to come in. So when people try to get in and buy the uranium, the spot price has been taken up. Now, the spot price, it closed at $106 last week. Now, the long-term price is probably just south of $70, so that's got to really move up, and that's the real number you want to be paying attention to. And the interesting thing is, even though the spot price is taken off, the junior equity companies like ourselves with a market cap less than $25 million, they haven't really kept up yet. So there's going to be a catch-up point sometime, hopefully in this year, where we'll see those junior equities really start to move up as well. So for investors learning about uranium, learning about junior companies, here is a time when they can learn about companies that have got stuff going on. Not just moose pasture, but actually real projects with real teams working them, real drill programs, money going into the ground. Those are the kind of companies you want to hear about and invest in. Yeah, so those funds, we raised about $2.6 million. Some of that money is going to go towards paying off vendors from last year. Some of it's going towards money for exploration programs this year. Some is towards G&A, some is towards marketing. Look, it's going to last us. We have lots of funds coming in now from our JV partners. So we have cash and shares and option deals from funds coming into the company. So we're going to be in pretty good shape financially. Now, when we get down to the Davidson River Project, depending on how big we want that program to be, we may go back to the market to fund that ourselves completely. So watch for that in the spring of this year. I think it's important for the investing community to understand that, look, when the uranium market starts to move, you want to position yourselves with a few things. You want to find probably some early exploration, some mid-tier producers, and maybe guys who are actually producing, like the Camecos of this world. You want to identify teams that have actually done the work. Teams that have actually got geologists that actually know uranium and have had uranium success before, and they've got projects that are permitted, projects that have got First Nations agreements, not only talking to them, but actually signed and done. People who've got the vendors lined up. Having a drilling company that actually is drilled for uranium in the basin is crucial. So many companies won't have that. So look for companies with experienced management team, experienced geologists, good projects with vendors, First Nations, and permitting all taken care of. Those are the ones you want to be investing in as well if you want to have success in junior exploration.